Well, hello, friends and soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is the December moon energy video. So, we are reading out of our Moon Energy book, A Practical Guide to Using Lunar Cycles to Unleash Your Inner Goddess by Stephanie LaFranc, illustrated by Vic O. So, yeah, it's December. It's a new month, and I'm just getting around to doing the December moon energy. So, I will be doing these up until um, maybe about May of next year. I think I've done each month since June, and so I will continue to do them until I've done each month. And then, you know, whenever you feel guided to watch any of those months, they will be here. So, all right. So, all of my readings are intended to be timeless, meaning whenever you have found this video is when you are meant to hear the message. So, if your guides have led you here, your spirit, your ancestors, your higher self, the divine source, all that is, or even if someone has shared this video with you and you decided to watch it, then there is a message here for you. So use your intuition to tune into what that message could be for you. So, December moon energy. Let's tune into it. So, I have my little bookmark here, of course. And we are into the December moon energy here. So I don't believe we've had the December full moon. It came through before, um, right before the end of the month, the end of November. And so we have not had the full moon or the new moon in December yet. But the December moon energy is spiritual elevation. Spiritual elevation. So the December full moon is healing, and the December new moon is belief. So tune back into those videos when we get into those separate energies. So let's tune over here to the December witch's moon, and the oak long night. So oak is what I'm guessing is, the tree, and long night is the theme of the December witch's moon. Luminous death. Okay. This witch's moon lights up the darkness, bringing light and heat during a dark time. Winter is beginning, and the plant and animal world are going into hibernation. Darkness dominates. But this time of death is also one of rejuvenation. The oak tree symbolizes resistance and the courage needed to confront this season. This moon also embodies strength, healing, and the axis mundi that lifts us up and protects us. She anchors us in the midst of the darkness, the darkest night, and allows us to brave the unknown. Center here. Okay. Put yourself under her protection and healing power. Maintain your human relationships, friendships, and bonds of love, and make your home a place of regeneration during this somber period. Fire is the key element during this lunar month and brings con- con- conviviality. Conviviality. Um, that's the first time that I've ever seen or heard that word. Conviviality. Okay. And hope. This witch's moon also invites you to meditate and raise your level of consciousness. The energies that unite will be those that will shape the coming year, healing, sharing, maintaining the fire, support, and contemplation. Let yourself be guided by the light of the moon. She lights up the shadows with her silver rays. When you were young, you were afraid of this dark void, but now you wear on your forehead the shining lunar crescent that illuminates your nights. Without fear, let your flame burn brightly. It will never be extinguished. With deep breaths, a position that keeps you anchored to the earth and your verticality, become this light, this strength, this star in the on the constellation of wild women. Wow. So the December pagan festival is Yule. Yule. No. And it is the winter solstice of December 21st. So the winter solstice celebrates Yule, the longest night of the year. Darkness has overtaken the light, but only for one night. The next day, the night begins to grow shorter. This celebration is connected to two feminine figures. The mother, because in pagan practices, this is when the goddess gives birth to God, who will grow until the summer solstice, and the old woman, who was embodied by Kailich, Kailich, the witch of winter. Death is embraced, but this festival also celebrates the advent of the sun in the midst of the shadows. This door to winter invites you to change your rhythm and slow down. It is a time of introspection, of symbolically returning to the cave to rest your body and spirit. You are invited to enlarge your own light by honoring your sacred space, either by meditating internally or caring for your altar. Traditionally, after the house has been purified, one burns the Yule log that had been cut from an oak tree and engraved with symbols earlier in the year. Part of it will be kept to light the log next year. Candles burn throughout this night to symbolize the desire to go towards the light. Soul chanting ritual. Set up a few channels. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is with my reading today, but yeah, it's like other words are wanting to come through, or just words are just coming through distorted, and yeah. So, okay. Soul chanting ritual. Set up a few candles, choose a song or instrument. This ritual can be performed in a group. Begin this ritual in a candlelit room. Open the sacred space. Place candles around the room, one for each person present and each person you want to invite from a distance. Light the candles from right to left. Take the time to contemplate each flame, thinking about the person it represents. Set your intention that light accompany the path of each person. Sing or play a little to offer your music to the night and guide the souls towards the light. Close the circle. That is amazing, and that just feels so powerful because, yeah, just being in a candlelit room, just the energy in that alone is beautiful, but then also putting beautiful intentions behind it, that definitely I can feel the power in that. So the December plant spirit is black elder. So I also thought it was interesting with the Yule log that it is cut earlier during the year. It's not something that they go out and like cut during the festival or anything. It's something that was already taken earlier in the year with intention for the burning of it on during the Yule festival. That is that's something I did not know, and I do like learning that today. So okay, now let's tune forward into our plant spirit, black elder. Names: black elder, Sambucus nigra, is also known as the Judas tree, boar tree, elkhorn, and the European elder. It grows along trails and in yards and hedges in Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It blooms in June and July, and the berries arrive in early autumn. Properties: black elder is a cure all that heals a number of ailments in a similar way to the highly beneficial nettle. It is used to fight colds, fever, and coughing, and is also a diuretic promoting drainage and weight loss. It is not recommended for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. Symbolism: black elder is revered in many traditions and is said to harbor the feminine spirit of a nymph or goddess who who presides over the cycles of life. This is why if you pick its berries, you must not forget to leave her an offering in return. Black elder is present in a number of protection rituals against disease, the evil eye, and negative intentions. Hiking sticks are made from its wood to keep snakes away, and walkers sometimes keep a branch on them to bring luck. Cradles were once built out of elder wood to protect young children, and elderberries were thrown at newlyweds for good fortune. Smoke from burning elder wood was used for cleansing and to keep away bad energy. Black elder is also associated with death and is sometimes called the Judas tree because Christ's cross was made from its wood, and Judas is said to have hung himself from the branch of an elder tree. To live through the descent into this period of darkness, a black elder branch was burned the night of Yule. In magic, it is used to make wands or flutes. When planted near a house, it was also supposed to keep witches at bay. Very interesting, everything about the black elder and elderberries. So that is something that is big that at this time that people have discovered is really good with helping sickness. And so think of, elderberries. And if you look on some of the elderberry like packaging, it says sambucus. And so, so these berries are the berries from the black elder plant, which is the plant spirit for December, which is very interesting because I also did not know that, and all of these different properties with black elder. So, yeah, that's amazing. All right, so our December feminine archetype is Hecate, the intuitive witch. So, this Greek goddess represents the waning phase of lunar energy. Her alter egos, Artemis, increasing energy, and Selene, maturity, keep her company in the pantheon. The three of them form a life cycle. Hecate is particularly fascinating because she is the bearer of the old woman's wisdom and maturity, but still remains intimately connected to changes and periods of transition or passage. Because of the fertility she brings, Hecate was a deity of nature before becoming a dark goddess. In Greece, her power was invoked during rituals when fires were set around the fields. She is depicted with phallic props like torches, serpents, daggers, and keys. Like Isis and her star Sirius, known as the Big Dog, Hecate is also associated with dogs because they are faithful animals who show us the way in the darkness. Hecate, there we go. Okay. Hecate brings humanity knowledge, understanding, and material wealth, but she is still synonymous with the great witch figure. She became the object of many esoteric cults and embodies the inner voyage and the role of a guide in developing one's intuition and advancing on paths of divination. At one time, there was even a divination tool called Hecate's Circle that allowed a person to channel messages by turning the wheel. Though she is a dark archetype, this witch was nevertheless always lit. This witch has nevertheless always lit the path for men and women. Statues of her were erected at crossroads and intersections because only she possesses the knowledge of three paths: the path of the heavens, the path of earth, and the path of hell. The goddess of initiation. During your inner voyage, ask Hecate, guardian of the knowledge of the world of dreams and nightmares, to guide you. As a sorcerer woman, recognize yourself in her and know how to retreat into your protected space to lick your wounds like a she-wolf. Hecate knows the channels that connect the mysterious world to the incarnate world, and she will accompany you to the place where you can revitalize yourself. Offer her your gratitude, and she will open you to divinatory understanding. Listen to her voice speak to you in the nature around you. Sharpen your animal senses with her help. So, Hecate is basically, what I'm feeling is the goddess of the here and now, the goddess of knowing what was, what is, and knowing what is yet to come, and being on the path as such. So being on that exact steady path that is helping us forward and the journey that is lit up for us. So that is also amazing. So that is our December moon energy, spiritual elevation. I hope you all found something that you resonate with in this December moon energy video. And if you did, then please remember to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. I do the moon energy readings once a month, and I may start doing new other things as well, more goddess energy stuff. So yeah, but thank you all so very much for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.